Welcome everybody. I know I've done a gameplay video before when I did a gameplay video of NCAA Football 14, and I did that with post commentary on a really bad built-in laptop microphone. This time, however, I have a external microphone that I got, and I'm going to be playing a PS2 game this time.
I'm Bart.
This is the Simpsons Road Rage, which came out in 2001. I'm playing the PS2 version of it. And I'm going to do a mode of Road Rage, and let's just do Chief Wiggum. Downtown. So, I've said in that NCAA Football 14 video that I wanted to eventually start a gaming channel and maybe start doing some Let's Plays. I still don't know where I'm going to quite go with that yet, whether I'm going to do those on this channel or do those on another channel. This channel kind of went from weather to a variety, and if I'm going to do gaming, I'm probably going to want it to be its own channel anyways, so... But this is just kind of a test run, I guess you can say, so... We'll see. Let's see how this goes. So we'll let the match load here.
That is the sorriest excuse for a vehicle I've ever seen. I've seen trees slows move faster than that piece of rubbish.
Crime doesn't take a big...
So the basics of this game is, if you ever played the game Crazy Taxi, it's a lot like that. You pick up a passenger and you drive them to a location to make money, and you have a time limit, at least in Road Rage mode. There is a mode called Sunday Drive where you don't have a time limit. And you make money to unlock stuff. Now, I've already 100% of this game. I've already unlocked everything, so that's not going to be an issue for me.
I'm going to party like it's
Like, I don't have to make an extraordinary amount of money in this match. This is just
say
kind
no
of
to
extra.
drugs, stay in school, yada yada yada.
Your speediness will be rewarded in the next
The
life.
clock on the top left is the game clock, and when that hits 0, the game is over. The one that's to the right of it that looks like a stopwatch is the passenger clock, and when that hits 0, the passenger will jump out of the car, and you'll have to pick somebody else up.
Embezzle any public funds lately?
None that you can
So-
trace. Chief Chump, take me to the airport. Hopefully no
It's
one will
important
notice the
that you
missing
get
money
them
until I'm
there
long
before
gone.
it
Just
hits
think
0.
how fast we could go if my siren worked.
Goddamn bus. That bus can
Don't take
be
my badge,
a
I need
hassle
it for
sometimes.
Thank you, fair citizen.
So,
All for Wiggum.
Can you drive me
Whoa.
to the convention center?
there are a lot of
Good
shortcuts
thing
you
this
can
car
take.
belongs to the city.
I know a fair bit of them since I played this game. This is actually the very first video game I've ever played, so I actually know quite a bit of shortcuts, and I got this game like a year or two after it came out. So that would have been 02 or 03, so...
See you around,
I played
dirtbag.
this game for a
And that
while.
was efficient.
Get me, Smithies.
Lucky for
That's
you, I didn't
15
answer
years
that
or so.
911 call.
Take me to the Cajun
I'm not the best at this game, I'm not saying
Sometimes
that,
I keep a
but
sandwich in my holster.
I'd say I'm fairly decent at this game. Yeah, that escalator is a shortcut, but I kind of spun out there at the end. And if you notice on the top right, it says avoid traffic. If you hit less than 3 cars in this match, you will earn a bonus at the end, and I only hit 1, so I will make it a bonus.
Be cool, perp.
See you around.
The other bonus you can get is destroy objects, and you'll get a $1,000 bonus if you destroy the amount of objects that it gives you. And what's kind of interesting is the game designed it to where the more cautious characters will usually have the safety bonus, but the more rageful characters will have the destroy bonus.
ride I ever had.
So,
It's Wiggum time.
although what's weird is Mo
Just
has
think how
the
fast we could go if my siren worked.
safety bonus, and I'm no Simpsons expert, but I don't. Mo's not really is like one of the most rageful characters in the show. So I thought that was kind of weird. So let's see. There's usually a passenger in there, but oh, there it is.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Here's a destroy stuff, Dr.
I
Nick.
need to ask a question about the aorta thing.
I wouldn't
I
say
tried
he's
to buckle
rageful,
up,
he's
but
just
Someone
reckless.
stole the seatbelts.
But I guess that can fit under the same category
I speed
for
pretty
this.
good
So
for
you got a
cop.
$1,000
Bye,
bonus and then
everybody.
plus 5 seconds.
You're coming with me.
City Hall, please.
Just think how fast we could go if my siren worked.
Well, your siren does work, Chief Wiggum, but doesn't make the car go any
Don't
faster.
take my badge. I need it for stuff.
You're a regular Jeff Gordon.
And
Don't sit on my gun.
Can you take me to the police station, please?
Sometimes I keep a sandwich in my house.
all right. I would say the average money to make in a match is about, for like the average players, anywhere about 10 to 12,000, maybe 15,000. Where am I going? I was supposed to go this way. That's what I consider average. I mean, really skilled players, their average would probably be 20 to 30,000, and new players probably around 7 to 8,000. But for me, it's about 10 to
Easy
15,000
money.
See you around,
is
friend.
my average. My highest is about, oh, what was my highest?
I swallowed my last tooth.
Good thing this
It was
car
over
belongs to the
150
city.
grand. I remember that.
Just say no to drugs, stay in school, yada yada yada.
There is a max amount you can make before the game
Hop in, son.
maybe
I love
crashes
you,
or
Daddy.
something.
Can you take
And I think
me
it's
to
like
the
3 million something.
Strangers give
Now,
me
someone on
candy.
YouTube did do a $1 million gameplay run,
Be cool, pal.
My
and
daddy's going to
it
put
took
me in
about,
jail.
I think it took 10
Lucky for
hours,
you, I
or
didn't
no,
answer
it took
that
like
911
24
call.
hours
Just get me out
with
of here.
with
No
breaks,
questions, all right?
but
Pay handsomely. Sometimes I keep a
still,
sandwich in my
and
holster.
you kind of had to do a glitch to do it. You couldn't just do it the normal way. And I'm actually on the map where
Nice
they
work,
did it on.
Clancy.
Thanks for nothing, pal. Next time I'll
So I'm going to
walk.
show off briefly what they did
Hey, you look familiar.
I should. You
as
brutalized
I
me many times.
work my way back over into
Bad
that
night.
into that
Everyone's got
area.
a deadbolt. Can you just
Kind of far
take me
away
home?
from it right
Just
now.
think how fast we could go if my siren worked.
I don't know if I'm going to get him dropped off.
You totally suck.
Nope.
All for Wiggum.
Okay, this will
The
pretty
Natural
much take me
History
there.
Museum, please.
Good thing this car
Kind of.
belongs to the city.
So we'll get Skinner dropped off. I didn't quite get Snake dropped off in time for that bonus, but
It was simply awful.
I hope I don't get a
Simply
slow.
awful. Get him, Smithers.
Just
Oh,
say
I
no
got it
to
fast.
drugs,
If you get a
stay in
slow
school,
bonus, you
yada,
don't get
yada,
any
yada.
time
Hey,
added.
can't approve of your recklessness, but we sure got here fast.
So Mr. Burns will occasionally
It's
drive
Wiggum
around and
time.
he'll
Just take me to my store and make it
get
quick.
you, and if
Every
you
second
run
my
into
store's
him,
closed has a
he
negative
basically just
impact
tries
on
to
society.
stop you
Good
dead
thing
in your
this car
tracks, and then
belongs
there's
to the
this
city.
bus that does the same thing. Like if you hit the bus, I'm not gonna make it. But if you hit the bus, it just everything
Hey, no fair. I was just
stops.
getting warmed
All
up.
momentum in your vehicle, and stuff like that. Like the bus will just stop, and so you'll have to back up and move around it. And same thing with Mr. Burns. The NPC cars, it's not so bad, but still, it is kind of annoying.
Hey, your rating is...
Gazelle.
It'll actually show me what my record is here, because I'll show your top 10. It was 166,000. That was a pretty wild.
Driver on the road.
That was a pretty wild
Last year I
run,
had to
and I
hate
didn't
these
do that
roads
with like
full.
any cheats or anything. It was. That's just how I did it, and I did it on. I had Professor Frank, which is the fastest car, and I did it on this map, which I'm going to play on right now, called the Springfield Dam. To me, the Springfield Dam is my favorite map. It has really pretty much one road where all the locations are along, and they're all spread out from each other. So like, the further a location is from when you pick someone up, the more time that gets added. So that's what's nice about the Springfield Dam for me. Some people don't like it, and I can understand the criticism
Climb
for
aboard
it,
Burns
but
Transit, my low-functioning friend.
it's my favorite. My least favorite, though,
So happy
is
to
a
be on
map
the
that
road
is
with
similar
driving,
to this,
steering,
and it's the
cell
Springfield
phone-related
Mountains.
mishaps. Welcome, fellow
While the
Earthlings.
Springfield
Mr.
Mountains
Michael
pretty much
Jazz
has one
Radio.
road,
Superior technology breeds
and
superior results.
fairly
Move
few
back.
locations that are kind of spread out from each other. It's very hilly, and there is a jump you have to make
I
that
smashed my skull.
it can be kind of difficult. I think I've never even broken 10 grand on Springfield Mountains. Like, that's how bad I am at that map. I really do not like that map.
Hey, hey.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
All right, then.
This map has a lot of good shortcuts. The Springfield Mountains doesn't. I can't really think of any shortcuts at all on the Springfield Mountain, except for that jump, but you kind of have no choice. Well,
That was Frink-tastic,
kind of.
if I say
But-
so myself.
Awesome, man. That was the best ride
and
ever.
if
Where
you don't make
to,
the jump,
land
it just
traveler?
screws
Just get
everything
me outta
up.
here. No questions,
Like,
all right? I'll pay handsomely.
I can't count how many times I've lost a match because of that stupid jump. So, yeah, I really do not like Springfield Mountains. But my favorite is Springfield Dam. My least favorite is the Springfield Mountains.
Step on it.
My second to least favorite, I don't know what that would be.
Excelsior.
I mean, the others are all
Gee,
kind of
you
the
drive
same.
so
Like
fast.
there's
Hey,
Evergreen
hey,
Terrace,
where can I take you?
which is just
And
kind of the
your exit,
neighborhoods.
please.
There's
I need a schwitz. Superior
there's
technology
kind of
breeds
2
superior
roads to go
results.
on.
Hi.
Well, it all kind of goes
I
in a
can't feel
circle,
my
but
chronos.
there's still there's like 2 ways you can
Wow,
go,
that was incredible.
which is kind of nice. And there's a lot of locations
Hey,
that
hey.
are kind of spread out. And some are close to each other, some are not. And then there's the entertainment district, which is kind of the same layout as Evergreen Terrace, and
Hey, watch it, Buster.
then downtown is kind of like I got lucky, I almost went
Hey,
down.
what's the big idea?
And then
Ow, my shoes.
downtown, which is the last map I played on, is also kind of like that. There's just a lot of locations that are close or far away, and there's kind of 2 main paths.
Where can I take you? Take me
to
to
go.
the mayor's house. How come I don't get a house?
And then there's the nuclear power plant, and what's interesting about that one is it follows kind of that one road rule, but there's a lot of locations that are very close to each other. And there's some good and some bad about that, but it's an interesting map. I like it. I wouldn't really. It's kind of hard for me to pick a second favorite and a second to least favorite.
Thank you for
There's kind of the
You sure know
2,
how to
the main
speed.
favorite and the least
aye.
favorite,
Would you mind
at
taking
least for
me to
me.
the stone cutter's lodge?
All right, then.
Get him, Smithers.
See, I have like just under a minute
We're
on the
only
game
prolonging
clock
the
at this
inevitable,
point in
my
the
friend.
game, and I already have closing in on 9 grand. That's pretty good. Now I don't think I'm not gonna try and go for 100 grand because that took well over an hour when I did that, and that was years ago.
You're
So
out, silly person.
Me port of call.
I'm just gonna go until I
Where to,
run out of
traveler?
time.
Yeah,
Like,
time for some mass
I had to
destruction,
really
man.
grind
Superior
out
technology breeds
and
superior
focus
results.
on how I was going to do that. Because it gets to a point to where you destroy almost basically every reasonable object. So that bonus becomes pretty much useless. And then the time gets really strict.
Aw, you got him
Like,
like
the
a
passenger
baby.
clock will be less. Sometimes the passenger clock will match the game clock. That's how the last match ended. So it can be pretty complicated towards the end, and I have to be really dialed in if I'm going to do that. So I don't think I'm going to be making 100 grand here
Professor
tonight.
Frank rides again.
Adios,
So-
dork.
Don't expect it.
Welcome, fellow Earthling.
Just get me out of here, dude.
Zoy!
Okay. I'm going to go to that shack and kill Marge in the process.
You haven't seen the last
Gonna
of me.
fly around there.
See you around, silly person.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, dude.
Where to, land
Rancho
traveler?
Relaxo.
Relaxo, please. What, did you think the good Lord alone?
And you
kept
see
everybody
the
smiling?
game clock
Alright,
matches the
then.
passenger clock. But that's not a problem because you can go down the dam. I did this earlier, but you can go down the
That
dam.
was
Oh boy.
incredible.
I am
You can go down the
soaring
dam
with the
and
angels.
follow the stream and go up this ramp that's at the end here, and you're there. Like, it pretty much cuts the time in half. Like, if I did it the legit way, I'd probably get there, but I'd probably have like 10 or 15 seconds left instead of 25 seconds.
Praise be the glory of
So,
God.
yeah, that's really
Hi,
nice.
Dr. Nick. Zoe!
Kind of the same deal with this, although this is kind of a little more forced because there's a bridge you have to jump
Sit here for a while.
that's cut in half, and you can make the jump from one end, but you can't make it from the other just because of how it's designed. So you have to go through this little cave here, despite the little hand up there pointing you to go there. You can actually kind of see it in the background there, the bridge. So you have to go this way, but that's not a problem because it pretty much spits you out right at the location.
Professor Frank rides again.
So
Thanks. Stop by my clinic for a free nose job.
Hey, where can I take you?
Take me to the Stonecutter's Lodge, so we can chart the course of world events.
Superior technology breeds superior
be around
results.
him.
Get him, Smithers. What in blazes?
Drop him off. I know I'm kind of running out of commentary, but this is a really repetitive game.
Faster, you moron!
It's an arcade style game. There's really no story. Well, there is a story, but
That was Frink
it's loosely I
That was
don't
a
know how to
superb
describe
trip.
it.
Drop by my office and I'll give you the key to the
The
city.
goal.
Welcome,
Oh,
fellow
I'm not going to be able to destroy
Yeah,
33
time for some mass
objects. Like, I'm not even going to
destruction,
try because I'd
man.
run out of time.
Hey,
I've
I
run
can
into
drive
that
better
trap
than
here
this.
before, especially now since I just bottomed out. Because even if I go the correct way, instead of going behind the dam across the reservoir, I'm still not going to find 33 objects, even if I go over the dam instead of in the reservoir. So I'd pretty much say screw it to this destroy objects
Dare
bonus.
you defy me?
That is kind of the drawback on these narrow maps. There's not as many
Adios,
objects.
dork.
Like in downtown, or I wouldn't say downtown, the nuclear power plant,
Just get me out of here.
I could
No
clear
questions,
33
all right?
objects
I'll pay
pretty
handsomely.
easily.
Zoe!
There's a lot of loose objects around the power plant. Downtown there is, but it's not as,
Get him, Smithers.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Passengers, will you? We'll see about that.
They're not as spread out across the map. It's kind of in one confined area.
Oh, that was
And if
incredible.
you
Newsflash,
destroy one
you
object
suck.
once, like a
Welcome,
tire
fellow.
could be an object. If you hit that tire once, it won't count again. So yeah, that can be kind of frustrating, and oh boy.
Keep hitting everything.
Sometimes that can happen, and that can be really bad.
Oh, that was incredible.
It's worse when it happens on Springfield Mountains. And I'm gonna play Springfield Mountains after this. Let's see, I'm at 20 minutes recording almost, so I'll just make it a long video. I don't really mind. We're just kind of winging it here. This isn't a part of a Let's Play or anything. Just kind of winging it here.
Thank you
So,
for riding.
and
Nice
I'm having
riding.
fun. So yeah.
Hey, where can I take you?
Could you
Go
please
to
drive me
Quimby's.
to
We
my
just broke
fabulous
20
mansion?
grand, and
Right then.
I'll get the traffic bonus, assuming I don't hit 2 more vehicles, and the bus does count as a vehicle, unfortunately. Ooh, I about
Ow,
hit
my
that brown
buttocks.
car that came up through there.
Ow! You know who I am?
That was Frinktastic, if I say so myself.
I couldn't have been happier with
All
how
right,
that went.
Stone
We're
Cutters.
two land traveler.
Would you mind taking me to the Stonecutter's Lodge?
All right then.
Get him, Smithers.
Here comes Smithers. I don't know where he is. You'll know if Smithers is coming because you'll hear Burns say, "Get him, Smithers."
We'll meet
So,
again.
and I heard the vocals, but I didn't see the vehicle, so I'm not going to complain about that.
Could you please stop running us aground now?
Whoops.
Excelsior.
Kind of
You're
flew
faster
Lisa
than a
into the
sloop
building.
in a skiff day.
Hey.
Normally, I would never
Okay.
ride a vehicle that is so hostile to the
Bus.
environment, bit of a jam right now.
Zoy!
Oh boy. This might be it, because I'm kind of choking right now. I'm debating whether I should let the game clock run out. Otherwise, this could go on for a while. See, pretty much what I'm doing is pretty much what I did all the way to 160,000, and it was pretty repetitive. I was just like listening to music and stuff on like Pandora and YouTube. Like, I wasn't even listening to the game volume anymore at that point.
Professor Frank
Just kind of went into autopilot mode.
Was efficient.
So,
Welcome, fellow Earthling.
Well, it's about
okay, I'm not going to destroy
Superior technology
15
breeds superior
objects.
results. Why?
Well, no, ain't going to happen.
Why?
The actual passengers don't count, but if there is just a random NPC character, I hope I can make that. Oh, that might have been it. That might have been it. That might have done it. That might have pulled it through. Yeah, I stopped too soon.
My wife is going to kill
Okay,
me.
so we made 24,287, so that's not horrible. I mean, for this map, I mean, I know my record on this map is 160,000, but that's alright. I'm going to do Springfield Mountains to show off how much I don't like that map.
Your rating is...
Madman.
And that's going to go fairly quickly. Oh, I made 8th place here, so let me just do that.
I dare say you've done enough damage for one day.
So now it's time to do the mountains. And we're gonna do it with what vehicle should I do it with? We'll do it with the Bandit. It's kind of a small map, but I don't know, there's just a lot of obstacles with it. So, and if I make 10 grand, that's gonna be a record. So, but that's probably not gonna happen. Okay, should be loaded here soon.
What's the meaning of this? Throw that infernal contraption in the landfill and ride my bus.
I love the smell of gasoline in the morning. Dude, get in the car
Alright.
and let's go.
Just get me out of here.
Well, then you have this
No question.
gigantic hill,
Hey,
and
Nancy.
sometimes you can
Alright,
veer off to the
let's
left,
roll.
and that can be kind of
Awesome.
annoying.
Totally awesome.
So,
Had no idea you could drive so fast.
but it's really the only time you go down there for that.
We're off to the
Actually, you
races.
don't go down there. The only time you're down there is when you start. There's not a drop-off
No
location down
problem,
there.
dude.
Take him to where he needs to go. Which is the gold house. And sometimes I can fall into that railroad there. There's a railroad track down in that ditch.
All right.
That can be annoying, and that screwed me up. I've had the bus pull me down there.
Sucker.
Wow, right.
Go to the toilet. The toilet's actually just around the corner, so sometimes you
No
don't get a lot of
problem,
time, and if the bus is having its moment, it's game over.
All right. Time to pay up, dude.
Wow, I don't feel so good.
All right. Easy money.
Burns's mansion, please. His garbage is full of great stuff.
Okay.
This is so much better than being in prison.
We might be able to see this stupid ramp.
No!
Okay. Go to Burns Mansion. You can actually drive into Burns' mansion, which is kind of interesting. I wouldn't recommend doing it in Road Rage mode. But in Sunday Drive you can do it. I don't
Let's
think there's
go,
a
dude.
passenger. Uh-oh, I gotta do the stupid jump.
Hey, just leave the
I have
driving
a
to
lot of
me.
time to do it. The jump is right here.
Awesome.
And I made it.
Totally awesome.
There's an invisible wall about,
Totally
I don't know,
awesome,
5 to
dude.
10 feet above those guardrails over there.
Let's go, dude.
And that can be kind of challenging. And to get out of here, you just go up around this
This is
corner. And you
so
can
much
come
better
down
than
here
being
that
in
way,
prison.
but going down it is kind of weird. So yeah.
Score.
Nice
Well, I'm
run.
halfway to 10 grand, so maybe I will make it. No,
Alright,
I'm not going to
easy
spoil my luck
money.
yet.
KBBL radio, please. It's Rocktober.
All right, let's roll.
Alright. Okay, the bus is down there. Jesus.
Are you even
Freaking
watching
torpedoed
the
over
road?
me.
Don't harsh my mellow, man.
Go up this hill.
Dude, put the heavy metal to the pedal.
Dude, this is where you get off.
Thanks for the lift, dude.
We're off to the races.
Can you take me somewhere? Oh, I forgot where I need to go.
No problem, dude.
Sorry, Krusty. I'm kind of in a hurry here, bud.
Totally awesome.
Oh, are we here already?
All right, a sucker.
I want to see the gold house.
Hey, just leave the driving to me.
Alright, Ralph, you can go see the gold house, assuming I make it there. I should, unless something extraordinary happens like that.
Ow. I bit my Wookie.
So... Oh yeah, and if I'm gonna do Let's Play, I'm gonna have to turn my phone on silent. Well, I won't put it on silent, I'll just turn, like, Messenger off or something.
Dude, this is where you get off.
It's okay.
So-
I'm not good at things either. Miss Hoover
Oh,
says I'm
okay.
used to it.
Dude,
He's
get
like,
in the
I'm
car
not
and
good
let's
at
go.
things either. It's like,
Dude,
rude.
it's better
I might
not
actually
to
break
scratch
a
my
record on this
car.
map here. And I would feel actually really accomplished if I'd done so.
Oh, yeah,
So
watch
fuck
where
you,
you're
Ralph.
going.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
Hey, you're pretty thrifty with the gas, aren't you?
Let's go, dude.
Take me to the cemetery. I see dead people.
No problem, dude.
Okay.
All right. Take that, Judge. All right.
Thanks for driving.
You're welcome for driving.
We're off to the races.
Take me to Old Man Burns' mansion, man. He's got over
I
a
can destroy
1,000
4
windows to
objects.
All right. Let's roll.
There we go. I think I did my record. I made
Alright,
10 grand.
sucker.
Yes.
Boy, am
I
I
broke my.
glad to
Uh-oh, I
see
gotta go
you.
down the
No
gorge
problem,
though.
dude.
But I broke my record though. I don't know if I can go down the gorge, especially in this time limit. Oh, I did it.
Just sucks.
And I got him dropped off,
Totally
but I got a slow.
Awesome, dude.
Boring.
Dude, get in the car and let's go.
Oh my god, this is the best run I've ever
Can
done
you
on
give it
Springfield
all
Mountains, and that's kind of
Hey,
sad to say,
just
because
leave the
10,000
driving to
is
me.
relatively kind of average, but on this map, not for me. This map and I just do not get along.
Score!
Uh-oh.
This ship be too slow, says
Oh,
I.
good.
Bummer, it's the heat.
Hello there, familiar but clearly innocent driver. Can you take me to
Oh,
this
look at the
address
turn of
and deliver
events.
a
The
warrant?
cop
This
is being
so
driven
much
by
better
the
than
criminal.
being in prison.
Ow! Sat on my gun.
You can also go this way, which I don't know if it's any quicker than the other way, but I think in this case it is. So,
Score!
See you around, dirtbag.
All right, easy money.
that worked. This is actually a really good round for me on this map. Closing in on a half an hour,
After
so
running to every
I
car you
think I'm
see.
just gonna let it run out.
Ain't exactly
But although this
Braveheart,
is my
are you?
record, though, I want to see how far I
Awesome,
can
dude.
extend it.
Still ain't tipping yet. I'm Scottish.
Let's go, dude.
Will you take me to the cemetery, please? I want to go see.
I feel like I'm
Sparrow
not gonna
One.
make this.
No
I feel like
problem,
that's not enough
dude.
time, and sometimes it's just not enough time. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make that. So this is where it's gonna probably. Yeah, this is where it's gonna end. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you stuck around this long.
I'm
I made it!
sorry, you're just too slow.
I made it!
Time to pay up, dude.
Now that's
Alright.
efficient.
We're
I'm
off
not gonna
to the
do that.
races.
Destroy objects.
Take me to old man Burns' mansion,
It's still
man.
going. I
He's
was
got
closing
over
out the video and the
1,000
game said,
windows
nope,
to
you're
break.
still
No
going.
problem, dude. Awesome.
That ride was fine.
I'm
as
not gonna make
fresh
this.
huckleberries.
Dude, get in the car and let's go.
Ugh, I've had enough of those kids.
This is so much
Because I
better
gotta
than being in
land it.
prison.
Assuming I make it, I gotta land it. And so, yeah, it's over. So I want to thank everybody for watching.
Girl could get used to
It's back to petty.
I hope you enjoyed the video. I do want to do more of these. I have a lot of fun doing this. I don't know yet if I'm going to make another channel or not, I guess. But if I do, I'll definitely let you guys know if I make another channel. I have lots of classic PS2 games. Well, not a lot, but some that are kind of popular on YouTube. I can do Let's Play ofs, and I got some PS3 games, and I even have PS4. So there's a lot of content to cover on a gaming channel. That
Soapbox racers,
I can
electric
create. So,
cars.
anyways,
This is a trend.
thank